Today I'm happy for two reasons. We're doing the 50 years of Ghazals, and Ranjit, our friend, is opening this amazing showroom of his,
Yeah.
Steelify.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of steelifying your kitchens and your cabinets and your wardrobe, and
Yeah.
which is an amazing breakthrough, I would say, in the world of interiors.
Yeah.
And in fact, I just placed an order for him for a kitchen and some wardrobes.
Nice.
So it's that interesting.
Yeah.
So good luck to him.
Wonderful.
I don't know where the 50 years have gone.
Yeah.
It was so fast. I started actually composing and singing ghazals in 74. बहुत बेचैन है दिल तुम जहाँ भी हो चले आओ
क्या बात।
बहुत. When you have music content in you, even if you say a sa, that sa will have a different content. You become so good
Yeah.
that people have to come to you,
Yeah.
or they'll be attracted to you. Actually, I never sang or learned music for becoming professional.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Because my mother is a singer, my father was a singer, with one, and everybody in the house sings.
Yeah.
So singing and music is like
Part of your
having
life.
breakfast.
Yeah. Namaste, Hariji.
Namaskar.
Welcome to Calicut on
Thank
this auspicious occasion of your 50 years of Ghazal journey. What an amazing journey it would have been.
Thank you.
And when you look back, Hariji, through this journey of 50 years of Ghazal singing,
Right.
What do you have to say about that?
What I have to say back is, I don't know where the 50 years have gone.
Yeah.
It was so fast, and I'm still groping. I started actually composing and singing ghazals in 74. So, and I was at it. I did small concerts. We used to do house concerts, basically. There were no public concerts or something like that. There were concerts those days of film music or classical music.
Yeah.
Ghazals had not entered
Okay.
the concert halls during the 60s and 70s. Of course, Begum Akhtarji was the first person who brought ghazals from Mehfil to a concert.
Okay. Oh.
She was the first person who made it.
Yeah.
And she's one of the most beautiful singers we have all heard, and she's a legend, our legend, basically. So coming back, I was learning Khayal under Ustad Ghulam Khan Sahab. I joined him in 72, 73. Right? And he used to teach me rag, a lot of rags, bandish, bada khayal, chota khayal, and learning the grammar of music, basically, Hindustani music. And he's from Rampur Sahishwan Gharana. So I belong to that Gharana. And he used to also compose ghazals and sing it.
Yeah.
So from there, I also learned a few ghazals from him. The first ghazal was बहुत बेचैन है दिल तुम जहाँ भी हो चले आओ बहुत. So my journey started with that ghazal, I would say. And I sang it in one of our music school's function. I was very happy. And it was, I could manage singing it, properly. And then in 77, I performed the same ghazal in Doordarshan, Mumbai Doordarshan, and became very popular. So I started in TV, basically. My popularity started in TV. 75, 76, I started singing in TV and all that. When it just came to Mumbai, we had black and white TV, ECTV. So there, and then so many things. And I did Ghazal Ka Mausam, which Khan Sahab composed it for me. Ustad Ghulam Khan Sahab, 1980. Then followed by Sukoon. Then Shama Khana. Then Reflection, Horizon. There's so many. And then till Hazir 2, which was the last one. And then there's another one is ready. Two albums are ready to come. One is I have given homage to Mehdi Hassan Saab. It was a live concert that is due for release. And then another album which I've done with the lyricist Farhad Shehzad. So that's also due for release.
Wonderful.
So altogether about 35, 37 albums I have done and composed of ghazals, and I'm still full of life.
Absolutely. We have all grown up on those albums and your music, and as your fans and students. So if you go back a little, like where you started, we all know that Mehdi Saab has been like your soul guru.
My soul guru. Yeah.
And can you tell me something about how listening to him for the first time? And
see, I heard his first album where he sang Phooli Phool, Patta Patta, Gulon Mein Rang Bhare, then Nawak Andaz, and Baat Karni Mushkil. It just blew me. I said, what a voice and what a concept of music. There was silence in his music. There was only music. Could hear his voice, nothing else. No distortion, no other frequencies. That caught me. And I was mad. 24/7 I was listening to him. And my Ustadji's training was helping me to sing. He made me a singer. I mean, you have to have technique to sing brigas, to sing jagas, to understand them also. And when you have music content in you, even if you say a sa, that sa will have a different content. So I was getting prepared for that. So it was a combination of these two studies which is going side by side, I would say. And Mehdi Saab plays a big, huge role in my...
Arohi program was in Doordarshan, Delhi, right? Arohi.
Adilla Bombay.
That BBC live, that's there on YouTube.
83. 1983, I was a judge for BBC radio competition. BBC radio. So I was one of the judges. And there, when I was there for 2 months, I recorded Sukoon.
Oh, that's when, I was coming to Sukoon.
That is when that recording also took place. BBC. Pebble Mills.
Looking back at the breadth of the albums that you've done, my thought goes back to Sukoon, which actually stands out, which is actually ahead of its times. And
Sukoon. I mean, in 1983 I visited UK as I was a judge at a Leicester BBC radio competition. So there was a live competition and it was sponsored by BBC Leicester, and I was a judge there, and it took place in Leicester, Demount Fort Hall, and it was a great exposure for me also. First time I go abroad, and I'm going to London, and then I met my friend Pandit Dinesh. He's a leading musician in
London,
UK. He was a member of OCB. He was into that scene, So he and his brother Vinod Pandit, he's a friend. He was a friend of mine. He's no more. And you said 2 months I was doing mehfils and all that. And so I heard some of his track. I said, why can't I do an album here? Just tell him, just casually asked. And then the idea was, and I composed the songs.
So you composed it in London?
I composed. I had some. I composed. And certain things I was singing in the mehfils. People already liked it, so we could get a test of it. Haath mein leke mera haath was all done then, and we recorded it. And the most beautiful part of this album is we have Errol Reed. He's one of the amazing pianists I've seen in my life, and he has done the harmony and the structure, and he took it to some other level. It was amazing. And that was one of my first very primary albums, I would say.
And then we have Horizon, Reflection, all those which were brought out by CBS, and then Magna Sound came in with
Yes,
some of your albums, like
yes, absolutely.
and then Hazir happened, right?
Hazir happened in 92, 90, I think 1992. Hazir was amazing. It's a beautiful story. I had a studio called Beats.
Yeah.
So there's a main recording room. There is a recordist sitting here, and there's a small passage, and there's a small balcony where we had a kind of a office where there was one phone, one bench, two chairs for anybody, because those days there was no mobile. So they had to come there and call everybody was on landline.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was ringing and I was trying to fix up some musicians for Hazir. So Zakir Bhai and his father were doing an album in my studio.
Okay.
That is one of the most popular albums. So suddenly I saw Zakir Bhai pop and listening to me. So I said, Zakir Bhai, you want to use a phone? He says, I'll come after 5 minutes. So I said, okay. So then he heard me saying that, are you available? That some flutist, I was talking to somebody. So then he came back. He said, then he did his call and I said, Hari, kya ho raha hai? What is happening? So I said, nothing, Zakir Bhai. I'm just lining up musicians for my album. So he said, you'll do it.
Wow.
Huh? I said, of course, we'll do it. And then we hugged each other.
Wow.
That was Hazir.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
What do you say for that?
Man, that is what an album that was.
Yeah. And it was, that was Hazir, and it became very popular and gave me a lot of status and a lot of recognition as a singer, as a composer.
Yes.
And thanks to Zakir Bhai, it was so sweet of him to, I was still a musician, getting an identity, like things like. But that's Zakir Bhai.
I've always heard you talk about Jaidev ji's music and its influence on you.
Jaidev ji, the reason I'm in this field is because of Jaidev ji. 1977, there was this 76, 77. There was a Sur Sangar Samsad All India competition, film competition, where it was from 16 years to 45 years was this thing, and they had thousands of, we had to do 2 songs in a cassette and send it. Thousands of cassette came, and then it became to hundreds, and then it became to the last 20. I was there. I was there in the last 20, and Jaidev ji, Rudinath Mangeshkar, Ravindra Jain, some other people were there, and they had 3 awards. Vasant Desai, Madan Mohan ji, and one more award. Yeah, so I got the Vasant Desai award, and I met Jaidev ji there. So he liked my voice, and he invited me to meet him. And I met him. Then after about 8 months or 9 months, I sang my first song, Gaman. Ajeeb Sa Neha Mujh Pe Guzar Gaya. And he was a person who said, you must learn Urdu, because you can sing ghazals. And if you want to sing ghazals, you have to know the language. And for anything, even for playback singing, you need to know ghazal, basically. So I learned ghazal from a lady called, her name was Chand Bala. And amazing, the nuances, the rung of the language, the color of the language, the pronunciation. I learned it from her. And he was a French philosopher guy. He always told me, Hari, just go behind your art. Don't go behind anything else. Popularity, fame, money, everything will come.
Yes. It's very organic.
You be 100% in your art. That was the same thing which Ustad Ghulam Musa Khan Sahab also said. Beta, you itna acha ban jao, you become so good that people have to come to you, or they'll be attracted to you. So it's that is one philosophy, that is one advice I give to all the newcomers. Concentrate on your vidvat, on your skill, and then the your.
Right. Yep. Yeah, even you have done everything. Even and I've listened to you sing even pop songs. Even I have heard you sing "Hello," Lionel Richie's "Hello." That was brought out by some company long back. You have done Colonel Cousins. You have done Tumri's Khayals, playback in all languages.
Right.
But ghazals has been your first love.
Yeah, because I think I started with ghazals in the mode, like it is as far as 74 I started ghazals. Yeah. I used to sing film songs, but actually I never sang or learned music for becoming professional.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Because my mother is a singer, my father was a singer, with one, and everybody in the house sings.
Yeah.
So singing and music is like
Part of
having
life.
breakfast.
Yeah.
So it's no big deal, and we loved it.
Yeah.
So we never thought that we sing so that we'll become a professional singer. Nothing. It just happened.
Yeah.
There was so much of love and popularity which I suddenly got through television and to these songs and all that. So I felt, okay, there's a calling. Something happens. There's a calling.
Yeah.
So do it.
Yes. Amazing, Hariji. So, like you've already shared that you have the advice of pursuing one's art. So, anything else that you'd want to tell aspiring ghazal singers across the globe?
Learn your language. Learn Urdu. Read poetry.
Yeah.
And there are translation books nowadays. There are so many easy things. Translation is there.
Yeah.
Because if you know the poetry, you can emote better.
Absolutely.
That is very important. And learn classical music. Because singing ghazal, you can sing it like geet. Straight.
Yeah.
It is called geet numa ghazal.
Yeah.
It is like a song you sing.
Yeah.
That is, a lot of people have done that. They become popular also. So there you have to learn music, the basic rudiments of music. But if you want to be a mehfil singer, where you want to do ragdhari, when you want to have intricate singing and also swaras with it. Sargam is one part. It can't be too much because it takes it away from. It has to be classical, but it has to still have that lyrical importance.
Yeah.
It can't be taken away from the poetry. Absolutely. So ghazal is a middle of the road music.
Yeah.
So it is very important what the concoction is. The little of this, little of that, and then that becomes your ghazal basically.
Yeah.
And Mehdi Saab was a person who really discovered that path. He's a university for all of us. He started the ghazal should be sung this way, and you can sing it for 5 minutes, you can sing it for an hour.
Yeah.
Now you have the choice, and you have to get ready with the knowledge to do it. So that's all about it.
All of us aspiring singers, lovers of ghazals, look up to you, interact with you. You might be meeting a lot of youngsters in India, abroad, Bombay, wherever. So, what do you think is the future of ghazals and in India?
I think basically till there is a beloved and till there is love, ghazals will be there.
जहाँ तक यादें याद आती हैं.
हाँ, बस और क्या है बस जब तक आप गुफ्तगू करते हैं,
Absolutely.
तो माशुका से गुफ्तगू करते हैं, वही तो गजल है, तो वो तो रहेगी. Where will it go?
Yeah. And the listenership base, fan base, everything is actually expanding with a lot of new forums.
Actually, I'll tell you something. Like Rekta, Jashne Rekta. I did 2 years back. I did a concert. I don't know, but 15,000 people, 10, 15,000 people. I don't know how
Delhi's
much.
roads were jammed that day.
Yeah. And out of that, 60% were kids,
Yes.
students.
Yeah.
And they knew the ghazals, they were singing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, when I go to Bhopal or Indore, the minimum crowd is 5,000 people.
Yeah.
And they have it outdoor during winter. Climate is also beautiful. Oh man, it's amazing. It is. I mean, in indoor and all that, there's a Netaji Stadium there. 12,000 people. They listen to ghazals as if 100 people are sitting in a room and hearing it. There's no noise pollution, no achu also. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, today I'm happy for two reasons. We're doing the 50 years of ghazals, and Ranjit, our friend, is opening this amazing showroom of his, Steelify.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of steelifying your kitchens and your cabinets and your wardrobe, and which is an amazing breakthrough, I would say, in the world of interiors.
Yeah.
And in fact, I just placed an order for him for a kitchen and some wardrobes.
Nice.
So it's that interesting. Yeah. So good luck to him.
Wonderful. 2 lines if you can sing. And they're asking me also to sing.
What?
Whichever.
Are you ready?
काश ऐसा कोई मंजर होता मेरे कंधे पे तेरा सर होता काश ऐसा कोई मंजर होता मेरे कंधे पे तेरा सर होता काश ऐसा जमा करता जो मैं आए हुए संग जमा करता जो मैं आए हुए संग सर छुपाने के लिए घर होता मेरे कंधे पे तेरा सर होता